for the Arts Studio, this is your Ashland University Eagle News Update. I'm Rebecca Ribley.
And I'm Marin Haba. Thanks for joining us. U.S. Ambassador Susan Jacobs came to Ashland's campus for the College of Arts and Sciences Symposium that took place Tuesday night. Jacobs stayed on campus Wednesday to visit the Ashbrook Center and give students the opportunity to speak with her.
We talked about the importance of the intercountry adoption and abduction treaties for providing a framework for resolving adoption issues and abduction issues. I think it's important for students so that they think about a career in the Department of State in international relations, where there are many opportunities to work to help children, whether it's at the department or at the U.S. Agency for International Development, or with an international organization that works on children's issues. And it's just to raise awareness and to ensure that they know that the State Department is looking for good young men and women to work there on these issues. Children need to be well taken care of, whether it's with their birth family, with through a domestic adoption or a relative placement, or through intercountry adoption. They should have a loving, permanent home. They should be well cared for. They should receive an education, medical care, all those things that we kind of take for granted.
It was only recently completed, but the new floor in Kate's gymnasium and its lines are posing potential problems for the volleyball team.
All right, well, I'm a freshman and playing volleyball at Ashland now, and we just redid the gym. It's amazing. It's a great renovation that have been done. There's a couple things wrong with the way the lines were painted in, but overall, like, it's easy. We can just take a couple steps to fix it, and it doesn't impact us as players. It doesn't impact the other team we're playing at all. So it's really not anything that needs to be worried about or needs to be changed.
Volleyball coach Cassie Dixon says that the floor is not as bad as people think. The only issue is that they have to tape a few corners and one of the lines cannot go through the logo. The taping does not affect the players or the other team's performance. They were painting the lines on with washable paint, but now they have tape that will not ruin the floor.
Between monsters, mentalists, and mayhem, this year's family weekend was not one to be missed. AUTV-20's Melanie Sudar has the story.
There is a lot to do for Family Weekend. Last night we had, which is Friday night, we had the Monsters University outdoor movie on Founders Lawn. Today we have the mentalist Wayne Hoffman, and there's going to be a Tuffy Spirit Station where kids can get their faces painted, and tonight's the big football game, and there's also a soccer game on Sunday, so it's just a bunch of different events.
As part of Family Weekend, CAB strives to please all students, and both students and family alike seem to be enjoying it.
I think it's a good opportunity to see your kids in action and meet their friends, especially since everyone goes home on the weekends. It's nice for our families to come here and see us.
Family Weekend is a chance for parents to see college life at AU.
I definitely think it's a good way for them to see the campus, see what their kids do when they're not around, and just a good way to spend time with them.
CAB is excited to start the planning for next fall's event. For AUTV-20, I'm Melanie Sudar.
Paint, 2x4s, and smiling faces were all some AU students needed to change the lives of a local family. Ashland University students from the religious group, The Well, donated their time last Saturday to help a family in Shelby, Ohio through a Habitat for Humanity build.
Doing like the manual labor is just like, I don't know, it's like a tangible way to come out and help people, and you can really see that you're getting stuff done that's going to affect people's lives in a positive way.
This is the way I like to show God's love, is just through service and just different, just doing deeds for people that, just for no payment, just to show them that, we love them.
While many students that participated have been on several builds in the past, this build was different, mostly because they got to interact directly with the family that they were helping. Ashland University students are not only changing this house, but they're also changing lives.
My wife and I didn't realize quite what we were getting into when we bought the house, and to have all these people willing to lend us a hand, it's really hard to describe.
A light atmosphere was spread throughout the house as the Stoffel family shared their love for their project with the volunteers.
My ultimate goal, I suppose, is to be having Thanksgiving dinner here.
With a plan in place, AU students might have been able to help make a dream come true. Reporting for AUTV-20, I'm Rebecca Ribley.
Raggedy Ann and Alfie the Lion put on their running shoes on Saturday to race for a good cause. AUTV-20's Lisa Bridges has the story.
The Alpha Delta Pi Sisterhood organized a 5K that took place during Family Weekend. Over 100 people pre-registered for the second annual Run-a-thon. The event was open to the community, students and families to either run or walk in the 3.1-mile race.
We ran today to support the AD Pi. My daughter Olivia, she's one of the members of that. And I ran it, well, we both ran it last year and we had a good time. And it's a beautiful day.
The event raised nearly $2,000 that will benefit the chapter's philanthropy, the Ronald McDonald House in Cleveland.
We're just really excited for it to be our second annual event, and we hope to continue and make this a tradition.
Reporting for AUTV-20, I'm Lisa Bridges.
Two girls took the initiative to raise money on campus for a cause that's close to their hearts.
We've gone from seeing Dylan in a wheelchair to now being able to walk and almost being able to run, and him starting to talk. And Tessa last winter had a surgery that now has allowed her to start therapy and begin to start the beginning stages of walking.
We don't want to settle for just like that little bit. We want to get as much as we can for these people, because until you get to know them, no one can quite understand the way they are, the type of people they are, and how their children are. Like, you couldn't ask for a better family.
The Athletic Training Club hosted a cornhole tournament outside of the Jack Miller Stadium that they called Toss for the Twins. The proceeds benefited Dylan and Tessa Hancock, who are the son and daughter of AU head athletic trainer Jeremy Hancock. The twins have cerebral palsy and their therapy is very expensive. The Hancocks have made a big impression on AU athletes, and that's why they hosted the event. Around $800 was raised during the event, and a website is also being set up to collect donations.
Night Train to Ballina premiered last weekend in the Center for the Arts Studio Theater.
Night Train to Ballina is a play by Nilo Cruz, who won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama for another play called Anna in the Tropics. It's the story of how these children deal with the circumstances in which they find themselves. And they deal with that through their imagination and through their relationship with each other. And one of the dreams that they have is that they will go to this city, Ballina, and start a new life together.
It's what theater is supposed to do. It talks about real people, and it gives voices to people who don't have voices, really. We hear about all these tragedies in countries all over the world, and we hear about, you know, war and poverty, but we don't see the faces of the actual people involved. And this show gives us a chance to speak for these people who are living in these horrible conditions.
So I thought that the play Night Train in Ballina, it was very, very good. The acting was phenomenal, but it was very sad. It was definitely a powerful play with a good message. I thought that it's something that we need to be aware of, the crisis going on in Latin America.
Ashland University Theater premiered Night Train to Ballina as its debut show for the 2013 fall semester. If you did not have a chance to catch the Night Train to Ballina last weekend, you are still in luck. Tickets are still on sale for the show on October 3rd through the 5th, playing in the Studio Theater in CFA.
The Ashland University Coburn Art Gallery is open to the public, showing a new exhibit that has the campus talking.
This exhibit is called Variable Vessels. It was curated by a 2005 Ashland alumni, Matt Sheeman. He currently is an adjunct instructor and also a owner of the St. Petersburg Clay Company in Florida. So he got together with other clay artists, and there are 9 of them exhibited here, from sculptural ceramics to functional ceramics, and they're all contemporary. So we have lots of takes on what that means, contemporary. I think this exhibition will certainly inspire our art majors. We have quite a few that'll be graduating in the spring who will be exhibiting ceramics as their area. So I think it'll get them energized to make work and also see work outside of the local area.
Well, the title of it is called Variable Vessels, so the theme of it is kind of just showing what a spectrum view of all of ceramics is in terms of contemporary ceramics. So everything from things that are very, very functional to things that are a little bit more on the sculptural side, and then kind of everything in between in terms of surfaces and how they're fired. All my art is inspired by any type of landscape that I've been from. So I'm from Florida, so a lot of it is kind of beach inspired and, you know, through fishing, through wading, all that kind of thing.
The exhibition art features various distinctive collections. All of the work is for sale and can be bought at the exhibition. If you haven't seen the Variable Vessels exhibit, don't worry because it will be open until October 26th. Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on the weekends 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
As we all know, Ohio's weather can be very unpredictable. Fall has approached us quickly, so we ask students what their favorite part about this season is.
My favorite thing about fall is probably football season.
My favorite thing about fall is being able to wear my sweaters and socks. I love socks, especially colorful ones.
One thing I like about fall is that it's close to Thanksgiving, which means I get to go home and see my family.
My favorite new thing about fall is the new drinks at Starbucks.
My favorite thing about the fall is just coming back to Ashland University and getting to see all my friends.
My favorite thing about fall is how beautiful it is outside.
My favorite part of fall is crew neck weather.
My favorite thing about fall is the changing colors of the trees and the weather.
My favorite part about fall is crunchy leaves and football.
My favorite thing about fall is probably the changing leaves on the trees because it's really pretty.
My favorite thing about fall is hunting season.
My favorite thing about the fall is that it's Halloween season and haunted houses come out.
My favorite thing about fall is the leaves. I like leaves.
Yes, my favorite thing about fall is probably that you can dress super pretty and fashionable, I guess. So.
For more Ashland University news and sports, don't forget to check out the Collegian at www.ashlandcollegian.com and the new WRDL 88.9 FM. That's it for this Eagle News update. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rebecca Ribley.
And I'm Marin Haba. Have a great day.